Want me to give a countdown, or do you want to do a countdown?
I need Lenna's name.
And I think we also need the layout swapped. There we go.
Oh, jeepers, you're right. We cannot start this game until we have some winners. So I want to give let's give another minute or so. If you guys want to name the seed name, if you want to name Lenna, please get your donations in now. Let me hit reset a couple times here. Did I get anything?
While you're doing the resetting, I'll quickly explain. Hello, I'm Wolfman2000. You may also call me Dan Stead. We're about to have d2kemps running Lenna's Inception, a 2D roguelike adventure heavily inspired by the Legend of Zelda series. You're going to see some similarities, some differences, some humor, some occasional groan-worthy puns, and yeah, it's going to be a good time.
We do have walking links over here. Walking? Good, it's not waking. I did read correctly. A $20 donation from Walking Link saying, I'm going to stick to glitchless. Ooh, I'm sure that relates to one of our wonderful incentives. By the way, when you're giving away money, remember, you're not just giving away money. You can use your money to influence what the people on the screen will do. Do you want to make this upcoming run a bit more difficult for D2? Give some money and make them go around and save everybody. Give them more work through the power of money. Let's see. Hit refresh here. Do we have a new name? Has anyone taken me over? It looks like maybe not. So, your name for Lenna looks like it is going to be Peppa. P-E-P-P-A. Because no one has dethroned me as of yet. I'll hit refresh one more time for posterity.
I think Kemps is screaming there. There we go.
Pep. Ah! All right, our seed name is currently Puzzle League. If you want it to stay Puzzle League, which is all 12 characters, they used all of them. They were very efficient with that. If you want to call it something else, throw in some money and make it happen. Otherwise, we'll be starting with a Puzzle League as our seed here. Pretty much.
What's the world seed?
Now, the world seed is currently Puzzle League, capital P, capital L, all one word.
Is it still Peppa for
Peppa
Lenna's name?
is still Lenna's name. No one has taken that. And you know what? Good. I want to see a goofy version of my name flying on screen a few hundred times. Maybe I'll capture those frames and frame them later for my own use.
Is it spelled
I don't
right?
think Puzzle League is getting dethroned either, so...
It is
What the
spelled
heck?
correctly.
Yeah, looks good.
Oh, and as far as who made this one happen, that was me. I was enjoying how the Pokemon Puzzle League run went, and so I'm honoring them.
Oh yeah, S hard. That was crazy. Well, I guess it's less crazy hard when you can just eliminate your entire side of the board before the computer player gets to do anything.
Yep. I'm ready to go.
All right. Do you want to do a countdown, or do I?
Let's have you do a countdown.
All right, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go.
Sure.
3, 2, 1, go!
And now we enter the world of Puzzle League. We are Peppa. We are taking a small little break from teaching where, what happened to the school? Why are we being woken up by a chicken?
It's important. It's important to the game. So this is Lenna's Inception. We are trying to get to the perfect ending as fast as possible. And the first important thing for that is the 8 kids that were in that starting room. That actually defines the starting bosses. And for this one, our second boss is going to be Sandolphin, and our third boss, it looks like, is going to be Crabadon, which is a pretty good start, actually.
Indeed, but we'll get into why those bosses are good in those positions later. For now, we found Lance, we found a bicycle. It's time to train the new hero.
This is Lance. He's great.
For those that wonder, the reason why Lenna can use this yardstick effectively, she has taken fencing lessons, apparently. So she knows how to wield anything as a weapon.
So the first thing is that we do not want to pick up any extra things in this starting dungeon. The layout of this dungeon is so simple that picking up anything just wastes time.
I know which template you got. And also, we now have a new template for every single level in that, well, Lance has been smushed by some creature that's gonna chase us around, and once we deal with that creature, we have some enemies to deal with as well. Well, 99% of the time. And in this case, these slimes are not causing a problem, and so we gain our first power.
Yep.
With a power of fortitude. We also find a cell phone, and we take the parcel, which is now our sword, which we will be using for a good deal of the rest of the run. Of course, the Elder, while dead, is still able to communicate with us, so we'll take advantage of— Oh, man. Don't you just love it when you go for the safety money and then you just get a bag of 20 right away?
I did not go. I only got $10 in safety money, so I didn't actually waste that much time, fortunately.
Well, now we can get extra money with the Frugal Tunic.
Yeah.
But first, best NPC, Paige.
So the tunic we just got is completely random, and Frugal Tunic is probably like a B tier item we could get. Not great, but not actively detrimental.
That's the blacksmith. For the most part, speedrunners typically don't utilize their services because they're great for upgrading weapons, but in order to upgrade weapons, we have to collect meteor pieces. And we need a lot of them in order to upgrade one and make it worthwhile. Ooh, there's a nice building. We'll come back to that one later.
Yep. So as part of the perfect ending, we have to do every side quest, which means that on the left side of the world, we have to oh, really? Okay.
Wow, those item drops messed with you.
If I don't get it now, I'm not going to get it later, so I'll go grab it.
I understand that feeling completely. So, go ahead.
So we have to find 12 books, and we have to find the spaces of 3 different overworld places in the area. One of them is that office that we just found. That's good. Okay, let's go right, I guess. And hope it's not the one on
the R
top.
template. Yeah.
Oh, nope, it's the one on top. So, in case you're wondering, the A or S tier tunics are Growth Tunic, Speed Tunic, Strength Tunic, and Defense Tunic. With Strength Tunic being by far the best tunic we can get. It doubles the amount of damage we do, which is good for just so many reasons. The item rooms, all of the enemies in item rooms have double health, so I would like to not die here, please.
And
I did. That's fine.
oh,
It's fine.
Now, if there is at least one good piece of news for those that are still new to this game and are intimidated by all those giant enemies, as long as you take at least one enemy out, that enemy stays gone as long as you don't leave the dungeon, so you can easily try again. Of
And
course,
this is one of the first dungeons, so, like, dying to this room doesn't actually lose all that much time because, well, to get to the item room doesn't take that much time.
but yeah, 6 giant enemies that early, that's on the higher side of difficulty there.
We also had a really long Dungeon 1 item room, to be fair.
True, the bed template is perhaps the worst template to get out of level 1. Worst template in the... Go ahead.
I'm talking about the number of enemies. Like, I think there was, like, 5, which is...
I've had 6 once, and it was skeleton archers. I actually died on that seed.
Yeah, it happens. Anyway, so as I said, we need to get a bunch of books, and in the overworld, if you clear all of the enemies on a screen, there is a chance for it to drop books for you. So we're going to be doing a lot of that, actually. And there's a book.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes the tricky part is knowing which screens are worth taking out because of room layout, number of enemies, types of enemies. Birds are... it's iffy. Lizrobes like these...
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
They work around way too much.
Lizrobes are named as such by the community because, well, they're the Wizrobes from Zelda 1, just more chameleon-like.
Yeah, and only in 32-bit. So in 8-bit, they're actually not chameleons, which makes the Lizrobes name a little weird there.
They act like a Wizrobe. And
cool. So, dead-end rooms and dungeons, if you clear those out, you also get an item drop, and all we want are books. That's all we care about.
Or you can be dumb like me and pick up the meteors anyway. That was a quick item 3.
It was, yes. So this is one of the new changes to the game from, I think, 1.10? Was that where it added the fact that you couldn't get soft locked from enemies?
1.1 or 1.1.1, one of them.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Hover enemies used to just hover over water and pits when it was not always easy to actually, attack them. The newer versions have made it so that almost every seed is possible to beat, it just may be extremely difficult.
There was the seed that we did the most, Nashon, in earlier versions. It had an item room that you could very easily get soft lock in, which was unfortunate. Ooh.
And so, we have found level 4. Wait a second. This is a guild hall. Where's our dungeon? Why is there a stock exchange up here?
Sometimes you need money. Sometimes you need a bank.
Let's just go to customer service.
Yeah.
Problem. Customer service is attacking us.
It's a real skeleton crew.
Being led by the chairman, who has all the money, wants more, and just dumps us in the middle
Of a
of
dungeon.
a Jungle 4!
Oh, Jungle 4. That's... okay. Great. So Jungle is the worst level. The best we can get is no jungle in the entire seed. The worst we can get is a... oh, that's interesting. We have a... we know where the secret room is.
Yeah, Jungle 7 is perhaps the worst we could get. We haven't seen a Jungle 8 yet, which we're kind of thankful for. But,
I don't think Jungle 8's possible.
I hope it's not.
Because I think Jungle 8 is always the same, like, 1 or 2 things it could be, and I don't think you can glitch Jungle.
We'll explain that part later. In the meantime, the secret room stuff that d2kemps was talking about, levels 4 through 8 do have a concept of a secret room that basically we picked up the map. The secret room is going to be a square not on the map. If there is an empty row or empty column when you look at the map, the secret room is guaranteed to be in said empty row or column.
Yep.
Also, wow, healing snail. This nice room for the lighter. And so, some minor plot where Prince Daniel has been captured and sends us the power of compassion. Ew, a book in the vault.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I just need to remember it's there.
Guess that'll be my job then. Anyway, we now have to chase the chairman because chairman is a coward. And we are about to head all the way to the eastern side of the world. And we are now going to use the hottest tech in Lenna's Inception, the lighter, to do so. Toss out a fireball or hold it to dash. Of course, chairman tries to throw money at the problem and doesn't do a good job of it. And then we meet, who is this fella?
That's Delvin.
And
We're gonna have to try and save him, apparently. Perhaps. Don't know for sure.
maybe, but at least it gives us information about where the dungeons are on this side of the world. Ooh, that's an interesting layout.
Not that. Oh, I can just wait here. Apparently not.
Yeah, not all the not all of the enemies will drop stuff. Anyway, while we're navigating our way towards... Ooh, there is a nice lake find. But while we're making our way to the next level...
Okay, I'll get it later. It's fine.
Pepper, save us with a donation or something, please.
Hello. Well, we have Quasi-Otter here. They actually slipped this donation in before we got started, but for some reason the thing just didn't show it for me. They have a $10 donation saying, "Hooray for Lenna's Inception, wonderful game and wonderful community." Everybody else out there, we have some save the people things coming up in this very run. So we are, as you're watching this, coming down to the wire. So please send in your donations, hit !donate in your Twitch chat, and a link will pop up. Throw in some money and force our runner to do a little bit extra work. Or keep the run extra clean and vote no.
In case people want to know, the #1 incentive I do not want met is saving Delvin. That is going to waste the most time.
So choose, donors. Be evil or kind.
How much is, how is the Save Delvin bid war going?
And let's see. Let's take a look at these. Right now we got, they're all solid no at the moment. We have $0 in any of the S's. We got $9 keeping you from having to save Lance, $5 keeping you from the Elder, $5 from Delvin, and $5 from Gammon. So, for only $6, you could create a quarter of extra work, or ensure that they will not have to do it. Look, you get an opportunity to be puppet masters, people! ! Donate. Cause some chaos.
So, that was an interesting room that d2kemps found. I think it was one room to the right of here.
Yeah, it is. We know where the secret room is for 2 dungeons so far.
Nice.
So the room that was to the right there, we know it has a secret room in it, and the reason is because it had a pit leading up to a blank wall. Camouflage is actually really bad.
I haven't found a good use for it, especially since it hides where slime-based enemies show up. And so if you get locked in a room and you are confused as to how to unlock it and there's no blocks to push, yeah, it's not one of our preferred tunics.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, hi there, traveling merchant.
Okay.
So, how good is that tunic?
Has its uses. Okay.
We have to head around for this one.
Yeah, but at least I didn't try and go, that'll be useful. Probably right after this guy. So that was Hammy's house. It's actually one of the few overworld areas that is something, but is not required.
Yeah, Hammy's house provides a weapon, but it is optional, and we're going to run into another weapon that, for the most part, it'll work just as well, if not better, for combat situations. So, whether we get it or not becomes a bit of a personal preference. Also, this level is going to be the first where, you may have seen on a few levels, there are blue doors around. We're going to start seeing more blue doors early, which there are actually multiple keys for these doors. This level will have 2 keys, and levels 7 and 8 will have 3 keys.
So what that means for me is that it's just going to be more often that I'm going to want to clear out rooms that have an item drop in them.
And as we go through this template, the mask... Oh, this is a bad room. Liz robes that teleport a lot. Not a bad idea to use the arrows for safety.
Yeah. So it is faster to move through water than it is to move through
through land, as long as you don't use up all of your oxygen or energy.
Cool. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Let me just check something real quick.
Go for it. So, if you do find a room that seems suspicious but don't have anything obvious, you can choose to slice at the walls, and if you see a bit of a shake to it, then you found where the hidden room is.
Burp.
Uh-oh. Ooh, burning bomb snails. These snails do not leave a trail of anything. Instead, they will explode if you attack them while they're not moving.
Hey, look!
Nice! we found an accidental hidden room! Oh, gosh.
No, that's just a normal hidden room.
Aw, dang it. Right. In level 6, you can actually blow up walls that are marked with cracks. And in this and the actual hidden room will not have a crack on it to make it easy. Oh well. I got excited for a moment. I did not see the crack on the wall.
So this is Hammy. He gives you a hammer. Hammer is 100% completely not required. It is, however, sort of useful sometimes.
Yeah, it is a 95% close-range bomb replacement.
Yeah. It does similar damage to the bomb. I think I can go this way. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. I am not wrong. I just have to use a hammer. So the big reason that we like the hammer is because it, nothing. Cool. It allows us to blow up things that are close range without hurting ourselves, which is great. It also does 1.5 damage of that the sword does. Also, it is guaranteed to be able to damage enemies that aren't necessarily always damageable by the sword.
And we're likely to run into such enemies here in level 7. Oh gosh, that's a lot of
Yeah. So Lizrobes are not immune to their own attack. So you'll see when there's a lot of Lizrobes in the same room, they're just going to damage each other, which is kind of funny.
Pay attention to that, because there will be a quiz on that later.
Yeah, there is a quiz on that.
Yeah, safety first.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes the bomb snail explosions can surprise you.
Yep.
It's happened to all of us.
I don't think we've talked about the bike at all.
Not too much. So the bicycle allows us to teleport to any entrance we've been to, and inside a dungeon, the room right before a boss. Similar to... I mean, I can't exactly say similar to Zelda 1. I mean, similar to Zelda 1, you always start at the bottom. But in this case, you always move to the top. So the boss is always going to be in a northern-facing room.
Check here.
Oh my gosh, you are finding a lot of these hidden rooms. May as well see it.
Yeah. Nope.
So there are 5 secret items we can find in these dungeons. One is a buoy, which is effectively a replacement for the fish leather shorts that allow us to swim. 3 are different types of explosives. And 1 is, well, it's a revolver.
And that's what we're actually looking for.
However, if you folks were to donate to force us to say, save a particular character whose name begins with a D, we could basically remove that revolver from play.
I mean, I would kill Gammon. I would kill one of the other characters, is what it comes down to.
And what if both are saved?
If everyone's saved, I will be wasting my time looking for a revolver.
You heard d2kemps chat. Type an exclamation mark donate. Consider the bid wars to actually save the remaining 4 characters. Right now we have about 30 to 40 minutes of time for those bid wars to stay open. So if you want to cause some chaos for Kemps, that's what you gotta do.
I have never seen that before. Did you see that?
It was one giant skeleton charger.
No, so Lance's bomb hurt the guy.
Ooh.
Sorry, not Lance. The
Peppas.
The bomb that the dude man that is
the one that chases us every level threw a bomb, and then you took out the creature, and then the giant skeleton archer came down, landed in the explosion. Nice.
Yes. That is what happened. Oh my god. I am just not used to jumping there. It is faster to jump than it is to swim, and I'm just bad at it.
Anyway, we've just rescued Professor Maxwell from this top secret lab that was supposed to have level 8. Don't worry, level 8 is merely below us. However, there is an interesting relation here. So, Professor Maxwell used to work with Delvin, but Delvin caused a lot of unethical scientific experiments. Ah, you're borrowing my strategy now. Nice.
I mean, it's a good strategy.
Fair enough. And so after we, have a few words, we say an important message.
Delvin, you're fired.
We'll make sure to deliver it when we get there. And
it dropped us in the
the room right next to the boss. Nice.
Yeah, the boss room. Cool.
Alright, do not adjust your set, folks. This look is intentional.
Probably should have warned people. If you have issues with sensitivity to flashing lights, you might want to look away for this particular dungeon, because there are just lots and lots and lots of flashing lights. The other thing, if you want to get good at Lenna's Inception, is being good at block puzzles, because there are lots of them, and they are completely randomly generated.
So you can turn most of these graphical effects off if you want. Fun fact, I actually once got a record with them off, and it felt different. Honestly, I like having most of them on, but if it's not comfortable for you, you can feel free to turn them off. Most of them you can safely turn off without having record issues on the leaderboards.
I do not have a key, right?
You do not have the blue key, but
Okay.
here's some good news. There's only 4 spots where that hidden room can be.
Oh, right. That's cool.
So, it's only level 6 where we may have to worry about it. Unless, of course, some donations choose to prevent that. Speaking of... go ahead, quickly.
These crabs are the enemy I was talking about that have a pretty good chance... are not damageable by sword sometimes. They block half the time, but if you use any item to damage them other than sword, they will take damage immediately. As an example, the hammer that we got, which is part of the reason we got the hammer.
Anyway, as I said, there may be some donations that have chosen to cause some chaos. Pepper, do we have any?
Well, we have there is a bit of action going on the donation front. We do have some action moving us towards saving Delvin. There is a small movement, not yet enough to overtake, no, but if you guys, our runner D2 said that the most obnoxious person to save would be Delvin, so if you want to create maximum chaos for minimum money, for another $5 in the yes column, they will have to save Delvin. On the just normal donations page, we have Ian Keith with a $10 donation saying, "Hey, don't we still have a bonus run to meet?" They are correct, we do still have a bonus run to meet. Let's hop to it and put a little pep in our step. Adorable. Do we have time for a couple more?
Sure.
Go for it.
Well, we have a Pepper Coyote here donating $1 that says, "Wow, Pepper is so cool. We should get a $1 donation train going to push towards $7,500. And you know what? I agree. If you guys reach into your PayPals and have even a single American or non-American dollar and put it towards this charity, you would be amazed just how big of an impact you are doing. This is not, you're not throwing $1 into a multi-million-dollar total. You are throwing $1 into a multi-thousand-dollar total, and our charity will absolutely appreciate it. We already got Oasis here, $10. Did someone say donation train? Choo-choo. And Trixie Fox with $5 saying, "Hopping on the dono train." Choo-choo wee. So, chuck your dollars in, give me a funny message to read, and I'll report back to you in a few minutes.
So
something I wasn't able to actually talk about is the fact that that enemy is damageable. You can just pick them up, and they count as defeated.
Because we got the Amulet of Strength late, we didn't have an opportunity to mention that. Also, do not adjust your set. We are in a glitched city. This is intentional for story purposes, so do not panic. Things are, it's okay to not be okay.
I would love to see some panic baskets in chat. Ooh, yay.
More books.
More books. Looking for books.
So I don't always get a chance to watch you run since, funny enough, our 2 stream times typically mess with we have different times since I typically work during the day and
you work at night.
Yep. So it's actually kind of nice to see different strategies and methodologies being applied for this run. Now, we are typically looking for... Actually, I don't know if Kemps does the same routing choice that I do here. However, I can confirm that we typically... Oh, that's a nice setup.
Yep. Generally speaking, if there's 1 or 2 enemies on a location, we probably want to clear it, just for the chance of getting a library book.
There's 8. That's a good number.
That's a great number. I would like to find some special areas. Oh, it's here. There's one. Cool.
This is the Hallucinatory Arena. We'll get into why later.
Maybe there? Yeah. Nope. Okay. We are looking for 2 more things. We need to find a lumberjack, and we need to find... Hey, look, it's a lumberjack.
And another book. Nice.
Doing good on books. I did learn that even if you have what's her name, Paige in your party, she will still call you.
Yeah, I had that happen on a recent marathon run. It was kind of funny.
Tunic.
So, by slashing the different-looking tile, you get an error log, which is a key item to pick up. If you go inside the secret area, you have a possible opportunity to pick up one of 2 super secret items. And the main one I think d2kemps was looking for is called the spring shoes.
Yeah, double jump makes movement really simple. That's interesting. And might even be useful.
That's 10 books.
That is 10 books. Just so we can just pick up books later. We just need to find the.
So, Kemps is looking for, I think, 2 more characters. One being an actual character, a bear, and 2, we're looking for a shop.
We have found the bear.
We did find the bear. I thought we found the zoologist.
We found them both.
Okay.
It's the shop we're looking for.
Yeah.
Don't ask me where the bear is. I just know that he exists. Oh, crap.
And that's the disadvantage of using the lumberjack, actually. If you use the lumberjack to break open a secret area, you can no longer use the glasses to screen warp to it. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about it this time.
Okay.
So, we talked to the owner of the arena twice. Once to get a phone number for Tressa, and once to activate the quest. But it's time to focus on Paige a bit.
That's Paige. Have I seen Thirsty Man?
You have not.
Okay.
Also, because of the way you did the ordering, I'm guessing... I was expecting something else to happen involving Paige, but I guess you activated that part first.
Yeah, so... Paige had already called me. What is that? No, don't care. Paige had already called me, so at that point... Oh, look, it's Thirsty Guy.
Nice. So the traveling merchant provided a runny blue potion. That is always water. And also as a benefit, the first potion you find in the West Side shop, that is always a healing potion.
Which I should definitely buy, but I do need money, so I'm going to worry about money first. Okay. And we're looking for Sketchy Dude, and there's Sketchy Dude.
Except,
I just wanted to find where he was.
Ah.
Because there wasn't a really particularly good warp over there.
No, there wasn't.
But
so now we can take care of Creepy Jack, as the name is officially. And give this pen over to Creepy Jack so that he can actually sign a deed.
So we have the forged deed. Now we need to find the Three Bears house.
and the 3 bears can be found anywhere. And to make matters even more interesting, this side quest involving the 3 bears, it's a stealth segment.
Yeah, it's we're playing Metal Gear Solid.
So even when we find the 3 bears cottage, we're still talking minimum 90 seconds of high-octane tactical stealth action. So, Pepper, you've got a little bit of time.
Well, that works out because we have a little bit of we have some movement on a couple of things. We got Quasi-Otter with another $1 hanging out on this $1 donation train. By the way, if you want to get on the $1 donation train, $1 is the minimum suggested ticket fare, but if you want to give more, please do. Quasi-Otter says, I'm not donating $1 for Delvin. I'm donating for more Lenna screen time. And I agree. We got JD and Dante Wolf from Fuzzy Logic Escape Rooms donating half of the proceeds from their new online escape room reservations made during the marathon as promised, putting the money towards unlocking the final bonus game, because who needs sleep? If you guys have not seen them yet, JD and Dante and Fuzzy Logic Escape Rooms are running like basically escape rooms over Zoom. I've done one. It is way more fun than I could possibly describe in the time I have. And last one, Oasis with $10 saying hashtag let Delvin die.
Thank you, Oasis.
Oh, an update on progress. We are less than $200 away from Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent being added as our final bonus game. If you guys want to see a flashy speedrun, by all means, any 3D Mario game, and Odyssey is no exception. I would love to see that run. Stick some money on there to keep us going. And to check in on who we're saving, indeed, oh no, saving Delvin does not look good anymore after that last donation. But,
Thank you, Oasis.
Yeah, right? If you guys want to make them save Lance, Elder, Gammon, or if you want to tip the scales on Delvin, there is still time. ! Donate and make it happen.
So a lot happened in the past 2 minutes. We have arrested Not Goldilocks to get a police report, and now we have gotten a suitcase from the, trader. We have gotten Tressa's actual phone number, and now we are going to overflow the Stock Guild Hall and get an IOU. $777 left at the left over there. Nice.
Yep.
And now that we don't have to worry about Tressa, Paige will join us. And we only needed 8 books to have Paige join us, but because we have 12, we can now take care of, well, the last part of Paige's side quest.
And we're gonna get just a whole lot of healing potions here. Way more than I need.
Hey, marathon safety is important.
Yeah. It's like 3 times more than is necessary. We should be done with left side.
I believe you are. So now it is time for the Hallucinatory Arena, and at the same time taking care of Paige's request. Now, Kemps and I like to do this in slightly different orders, but ultimately we're going to take care of Paige, and we're going to take care of 9 waves of this arena. All in all, we are talking roughly 3 minutes to do all this, and I do not want to be the cause of distraction. Pepper, it's all you.
Well, if you guys did not know what our donations are going towards, they're going towards an organization called Trans Lifeline. If you are trying in these trying times, looking for how to help out your fellow human, this is a great way to do it. They directly help trans people get their IDs changed, they get passports, immigration paperwork if necessary. If you give just a couple of bucks to them, they will turn it into direct action to help the trans people that you love in your life, or just, other people because you're nice and want to help other people. We have $20 from Fox that says, here's to a good marathon. Thank you very much for the $20 donation, Fox.
So I'm using the growth tunic for this because I have just a larger hitbox, and so I also have a larger hurt box, so I'll hit things from further away, which means less movement. I haven't been using the Growth Tunic this entire time because the Growth Tunic's hitbox makes it difficult to pick things up, which is important.
I can confirm it does mess with your head a little bit.
Oh, I only bring this up because the chat keeps bringing it up, but this song is part of This game is part of the itch.io Racial Justice Mega Bundle, so some of you may actually own it right now if you bought that bundle.
Yep.
Sorry about that, I had a minor hiccup on my end, but I think we're back.
I mean, nothing interesting is happening. I'm just killing things and hoping not to die.
Yeah, the narwhals that we're fighting right now are basically the same as the spiders, except they can go over water, but, you know, there's no water in this arena, so it's effectively a filler one.
So here's the test of, what we were asking about before. Can the Zolfos kill each other? Yes, yes they can.
This is why you want healing potions. And fun fact, if you do take a death on any of these arena waves, you have to deal with that wave and the actual start of the next wave, and it can cause issues. Did you just heal that, Lizrobe?
Yeah, why not?
Anyway, we got our trophy. We're good.
Okay.
And we
this guy here. So there's where I want to go.
And we also got a locket. And this is Peppa, I'm afraid to let you know that you are now taken by Paige. My apologies for any real-life relationships you have, but in-game lore trumps.
Paige seems nice.
She's nice. She's very nice. I'm looking for the... Not you. Naked Bear. God, that's just way out of the way.
Oh, you did find it. Yeah, that is out of the way. So, some of those gray squares that you may see, those typically have entrances to caves. We sometimes use them because, again, if you enter a building or a cave and leave it, then you can warp to it. However, anytime you enter an actual cave, it does take some time to generate, so it is a bit of a risk-reward system. So it's, you know, it's a judgment call. Anyway, we got the book of changes for bringing the suitcase, or sorry, for visiting the traveling merchant 4 times. We've completed the trading quest. And now we are making a quick dive into Puzzle League Palace. You definitely do things in a different order than I do.
Oh gosh, darn. I made a mistake. It happens.
Oh.
It's fine.
This is why the instructions say use the bicycle if you get stuck. But anyway, this palace is actually one of the few places that is a fixed location, so we know how to route through it, and we don't let mistakes bother us that much.
Yeah, it's fine. We're fine. This is fine.
I think in my casual playthrough, I was in this palace for about 3 hours.
It can be difficult. We're going to be here for probably less than a minute. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, level 8 teaches you that you can use the glasses to go through the glitch tiles, but it's this place that teaches you about screen wrapping.
Which, I mean, we've been using ever since we got the glasses, but... I believe...
I would advise leaving the normal way first. Too late.
That's fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think you do have everything. Yep,
Yeah,
it is. So I'm going to warn you folks now, if you want to potentially save some of the final characters in the game, you have 10 to 12 minutes to get your donations in, and get them in now. Because
right now, Gammon has been flipped. We are currently saving Gammon unless someone comes in with more than $5 to overturn that.
And now we are fighting our first boss, Crabadon. Ignore the fact that we're in level 3.
Whoa. Turbo's on. That's a problem. I did not mean to have turbo on.
I did not know your controller had turbo. So the way this boss works is Crabadon will open their claws and their mouth. And so, in order to defeat them, we have to hope that they open their claws and their mouth. They try to eat tasty arrows for breakfast.
Yep. That's actually what it says in the cutscene, is... So, arrows hurt you, and you can only get hurt by opening your claws. So when you see arrows, you open claws, right? Right! No. Wait, no, wrong.
Also, we use the bicycle to skip the cutscene. We're gonna save ourselves about, 5 minutes in total by doing all this. Yes, Prince Daniel, we know about the power of compassion. We're good.
Okay. So let's go ahead and check. Just take some time. Wait, is it... This would work, right?
I think it's the one on the right now. The one that had the 2 smaller trees. Right there. 4th column.
4th column. Okay. Ah, I see it. Yeah.
So, in the jungle level, you have to use the axe to actually get through. And, well, it was the buoy this time.
We have one more place that we know where it is, so... This is Santa. We are not going to kill Santa. We're just gonna mostly kill Santa. It's fine. This is fine.
Santa Quill likes to start off by tossing explosive presents, and then... we've had a lot of discussion regarding the fast way to take Santa Quill out at this phase. So, a safety strat would be to dash back and forth continuously. You will hit Santa Quill at some point. The other, more advanced way is to count and just know when to pull the trigger.
Or do it wrong and lose time. That's fine too, I guess.
And, yeah, surprise! Levels 4 through 8 happen to have second phases of bosses. And, so Santa turns into a temporary, demon-type creature of sorts, but we just spared him. Not a big deal.
So, one thing to note about level 4, it is required that we walk out of level 4, because of the way that the level works.
And now for Sandolphin. The reason why we are thrilled to see Sandolphin at level 2 is because the actual phase 2 of this battle, it's long. It is consistently the longest of the 8 main bosses.
There's actually only 2 bosses that we could honestly be considered short. And that's Santa and Hedraniel. Yay, I remembered not to hit this guy one more time. And we just happened to not get either of those bosses where we didn't want them. So that's good. I think we can just go up twice and be fine.
Yeah, one advantage of the bed layout is it was one more.
Of course it was.
Once you recognize some of the layouts, there are only a few places where some of these bosses can actually be. And
I was so certain he was going to be top right.
So was I, to be honest. So here's Azraflail. Azraflail has a ball and chain. Cut the chain. Deal damage. Rinse, lather, repeat.
So each of the bosses has a mechanic that has to do with whatever item you got in that dungeon. And this mechanic has to do with the sword you got in this dungeon.
I can see. Sorry, that was a bad joke. Pepper, I should not talk as penalty for that. Do you have something to say?
Oh, if you want to hand over speaking privileges to me, you may regret that.
Just for a donation.
We are getting extremely close to doing our final bonus surprise run, which isn't really a surprise run. It is Super Mario Odyssey. Any percent, we're within $200. I can just taste it at this point. If you guys hit ! Donate in your Twitch chat, you will be supporting Trans Lifeline. In fact, November 13th to 19th is Transgender Awareness Week 2020, and November 20th marks the Transgender Day of Remembrance. We are proud to be putting on this event in hope of raising community awareness for the issues facing transgender and gender non-conforming people. Thank you for joining us in supporting Trans Lifeline. Again, ! Donate. The link will pop up. Throw even $1 in there and you will be helping a great cause.
Kemps, the hidden room was directly north of the start.
Oh, here? Yeah. Of course it was.
Yeah, we had actually talked about this one earlier.
Right.
Have fun finding the item you want in the mask level. That's the only one where we have no clue.
Of course.
But hey, you had a cat earlier on you. Now a cat has come to visit you.
I still have the cat. Cat is still in my That's a strat that Danstat actually created. Hold your sword out, jump twice.
I've also popularized another sillier version of that, but it's not the safest thing to do in low heart runs such as this.
Yeah, so you don't have to jump over the second one. You can just let the thing hit you. That's fine.
You don't even have to jump over the first one as long as you hold your sword.
Yeah.
Also, shoutouts to the Konami code.
It's absolutely terrified me in its like version of Link to the Past, because if you guys haven't played Link to the Past, this boss is basically a Link to the Past boss, and seeing it as a cat just flipped my older young mind.
Yup. This is Kitty Helmasaur.
Terrifying to 6-year-old Pepper, adorable to 29-year-old Pepper.
Absolutely adorable, yes. I have found this one already, so we can just go to the end.
And folks, we have about 3 minutes left to get donations in, whether to save or defeat the remaining bosses. So get them in quickly! ! Donate.
Pretty sure this is... Oh no, this is a Dragon. Okay.
And
That's
so...
the incorrect way, Camps.
I have not always figured out how sometimes whenever you throw the items, it doesn't always do the thing, but,
So there is a quick kill on this boss if you're not trying to save them. If you pick up one of those skulls and just immediately throw it at the boss, they will die here. But we do need to save the boss, unfortunately.
Have a pretty timely donation here. We have from an anonymous donor $20 that says they're paying $10 per death so far. The penalty is to save Delvin. So if you would like to force the saving of Delvin and extend this run a little bit, chuck your money into our incentives when you bid. Not when you bid, when you donate. When you donate, there's a drop-down menu. We still have some incentives left. Make sure you stick your money towards something.
And so if you forget the cutscene skip, you get scenes like this, where you can mash through the text, but any non-text stuff takes place, and yeah, we're gonna have some time to get into the story later, because we have one more boss to address.
This is just an awful setup to try and find the hidden room for. Okay. I am wasting time finding the hidden room, but I assume that that's probably fine. Give people time to save people they want to.
Yeah, there has been some debate regarding whether hunting for the hidden rooms is worth it at this point.
Oh, it certainly was not, but I would like to actually save time if Delvin happens to live, or happens to die. So the reason that killing Delvin saves time over saving him has to do with this revolver. So Delvin is the longest boss in the game. He is also the one of 2 bosses that we're actually allowed to kill. And this boss has some of the only speed. Could you line up, please? There it goes. This boss has some of the only speed tech in the game. Or from the original. We found this like very quickly, and I did not get it.
Yeah, you have to be aligned directly in the middle. In 8-bit mode, I find it slightly easier to align my sword, but in both modes, I sometimes actually find using the glasses sometimes easier to do this.
Speaking of glasses, it does make him go faster.
Yeah, there are some animation skips that can be done, but sometimes it's not always easy to hold the buttons you need. So it is a risk-reward system.
Yeah. So I did not get the skip at all, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. This boss in particular goes faster if you have the glasses open for his first phase. His second phase does not go any faster, unfortunately.
And then this UFO, so we're gonna talk plot for just a little bit, so to better bring some context to the story. So what had happened was someone had tried to order 1 pizza, ended up with 255 pizzas due to an integer underflow error, and that caused, well, the fridge to glitch up. Fun fact, we've been fighting the fridge in all the levels.
Yep.
And this fridge allows for controlling a lot of powers, which includes turning a slime into the chicken that saved us. So, yeah, manipulating stuff like that is a thing.
Where is Zoologist?
It's on the Zoologist Square.
I know it's on the Zoologist Square. I just couldn't find where the Zoologist was. I think the fastest way here is going to be like this.
Also, 2 minutes now, and I can safely say,
war.
yeah, bid wars are going.
Definitely heating up.
Yeah.
We are
We are
literally
currently
about
at
to close.
Save Lance.
Go ahead.
Sorry, we're currently at Save Lance is winning by only $1. Save the Elder. I'm sorry. No is winning by. Do not save Lance is winning by $1. Do not save the Elder is by $1. Save Delvin, yes, by I think $8, but that one has a bunch of money in it. Chuck, this is the last chance, everybody! ! Donate. Make this even weirder for us.
This is the level 8 boss, but it is also low-key the easiest boss. I think I've died to this boss the least of any of the bosses. Though I think I've died to this boss like once and Sandolphin once, but I've died to every other boss multiple times. Do you have an opinion on that, Danstad?
Sometimes the second form can throw you off, and also, the first form, you have plenty of time to just let loose.
So I have a couple donations. I guess I have more of a script I would like to read. Is there a time for that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we have a back and forth here where this only makes sense if I read them all together. This is the bid war text going on. We have save them all, don't you dare, save them all, no text at all. We accept this duel, the force saving all. It does benefit trans lifeline. Then we have Makembe Matumbo voice, no, no, no. Then we have not today, save them, not allowed, save them. Things are indeed quite spicy in here at the moment.
So let's close that.
You mean we are closing our Save the People donations at this time?
Yes.
Okay, everybody. I was keeping this slightly secret, but Danstad over here has donated, I think, a collective $70 to $100 to make sure you have to save as many people as possible. So, closing this, our final things are, we have Save Lance, no. Save the Elder, no. Save Delvin, yes! Save Gammon, no. So you are only saving Delvin.
Refresh!
Oh, I mean refresh. Has there been have there been some mail-in ballots? Oh no, save Lance's, yes. Save the Elder, yes. Save Delvin, yes. And save Gammon, no. By $1.
Dang it!
So save Gammon, no?
Save
Everyone
Gammon,
but
no.
Gammon. Well, thank you very much for to Oasis, Danstad themselves, Katav, and anybody else who was involved in that. That was a good time.
Yeah, I had an ulterior motive.
I was trying to keep it secret. I'm like, anonymous donor.
But look on the bright side. We hit $7,500.
Absolutely. Yay! Chat, say something that the children say in poggers or whatever you kids do. I'm the oldest man on the stream.
Hey, guess what, Gammon?
It was worth it. I don't care.
Oh, darn it!
You missed?
I missed! It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my. Okay, so the way that the gun works is you literally have one shot, and if you don't aim it directly or line it up, then you have to fight the boss.
So it was lined up perfectly, he just wasn't... I'm not used to killing Gammon with the gun.
So we actually get to see all of the bosses.
Yep.
So each attack by Gammon is 2 cycles. First one is a bolt charge. Second is the rich man's volley. You can interrupt both by literally approaching, jump to hopefully avoid damage. And then as far as the tennis game goes, the closer you are, the quicker you have to swing, but the fewer swings it takes to actually break up the ball. And, yeah, the reason why we're even fighting Chairman, well, Chairman refuses to actually donate money to Trans Lifeline, and so, well, we're gonna make sure that, the Chairman doesn't have to worry about money ever again. When we took out all of the, 8 main bosses, or we spared them, we gained the power of truth. We now have the power of wealth. We have all 4 powers.
Yep.
This game may or may not have something to say, if you know what I mean.
Yes. It has opinions.
It has plenty of opinions, especially these days. So with the 4 powers, we now have the game cartridge, which can allegedly save things, but first we have to deal with Delvin. Specifically, we have to save him. There are 4 phases that we have to worry about. Phases 1, 2, and 3 will typically have, in some order, teleporting around, fire rings, and the stationary phase where Delvin basically becomes Tentaluchus for a time. Also, you see that map in the background for Phase 2? That's our world, Puzzle League. Also, fun fact that may be hard to identify in 32-bit mode, most of Delvin's attacks are fire-based.
Yeah. So if we had the fire resistance tunic as an example, we would be taking basically 0 damage from Delvin.
And so,
anyway, this is the part where I have to be careful to not accidentally kill Delvin.
if it helps, you have a little bit of leeway. I think it's 25 hits to actually kill, but only 19 to trigger the saving time.
Hey, random aside, but noting
on,
that counter
hold on.
in the top left thing,
This
game has a
is-
speedrun mode, doesn't it?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was commenting on the counter in the top left. That's in-game, right? This
Yeah,
game has
that's
like
an
a
in-game
speedrun mode.
counter.
Yeah.
And so, thanks to our donations, which I do mean our, even if I did help with a lot of it, we have saved Delvin, but now the world is about to collapse. We have to do something. We punch the cartridge, and, well, we're now entering level 9, the school where we started. Those students at the beginning, those were the bosses, and now we have saved them all, and now we have to save everything from the fridge itself. The fridge takes away our glasses and is actually our glitch form incarnate. We may have unlimited munitions, but there is nothing we can do. We're being surrounded. We can fight back these glitches, but there is no hope. Or is there? We suddenly find an elder who gives us a stone. And, well, we have to remember to save the elder because of all these incentives. Elder is saved, and thus we enter the clones of Lenna. Or, sorry, the clones of Peppa. Just unequip all of your offensive items, there you go. And now we have to save Lance.
Oh,
Fun fact-
I have to put back on my sword.
Oh my gosh, that was a hallucination potion. Thank you, Big Dragon. You are here just in time for the end of Lenna's Inception perfect ending. d2kemps is about to save Lance.
I'm about to try and save Lance, and it's just going to be me trying not to do too many hits, basically.
Stop, he's already dead.
There we go. Thank God.
Alright, we have saved everyone that the people have chosen to save, and now we deal with the raw power of 8 Fridge itself. Fun fact, this used to be effectively a 50-second cutscene. Now, we have a way to deal with it faster. You see that HUD? Time to destroy it. If you do not destroy the HUD, don't worry, as I said, this is 50 seconds, worst case. As long as that doesn't happen.
Yeah, as long as you don't die. This is relatively new tech, so...
Yeah, there is no shame in taking a death here.
Oh, I do have some tech here.
Go for it. Ah, they changed how this worked. Nice. So, now we're playing as, Lance and, Lenna. We just took out Lance, and now Glitch has to take us out. Once we're taken out, all we have to do is touch the fridge, reorganize the pizza, and we're good, even though we're surrounded by bats. Time! So that's how the hallucination tunic got changed in this battle.
Yeah. So we have saved Delvin, and we saved Lance, and we saved the Elder, and because of that, we get this cutscene.
Well, we're getting just a little bit of extra dialogue, but honestly, you know, we saved the important characters.
Yeah.
Hey, great job, D2, and great job, Wolfman.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Again, I do not apologize for having fun with the bid wars. It's all for a great cause. I'm sure Kemps may ban me from ever commentating on his runs ever again, but...
Oh, no. You say, if you're gonna raise a bunch of money for the, cause, I think that's great.
We had one last one that didn't end up getting read on air. Thank you again to Tempest Mask 1000 who threw $1 in, saying, "All right, these donations to the bid war tempted my hand. Let's see what happens in the case of a tie if nobody breaks it." But I think Lance deserves his happy ending, just as Peppa. Also, hi to Wolfman and Kemps. Best of luck to Focus up next.
That was a lot of fun.
Agreed.
So a question I like to ask people: what do you tell people who want to get into running this game?
Join the Discord. The Discord is really welcoming, including devs on the Discord.
Yep, it's the Byton Studio Discord, BYTTEN. They are also looking into making a game that is inspired by another franchise, but we're not going to spoil too much of it. What we will say, there is a hint in-game. Either play more in-depth, or just come to the Discord and you get spoiled.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm gonna take care of my final thoughts, then Kemps can with his. Just keep on grooving, I'll stay safe. Let's keep raising money for Trans Lifeline. Kemps, final word is yours.
Yeah, I would like to thank Fastest Furs for letting me do this run. I hope we get more people playing Lenna's Inception. It's a really, really great speed run. And just like Danstad said, let's keep raising money for Trans Lifeline.